Yo, what's up? This is your boy Shawn Marion. You're checking out my man Scoop B's Radio. That's what's up, man. We in here.
Scoop B Radio, joined by the one and only The Matrix. What's up, brother?
Man, I'm good. How you doing, man? I'm liking the shirt, man.
I knew I was going to see you.
I ain't mad at you right now. What's good, though?
Tell me something. When you look at today's NBA, you look at stretch threes, 3-and-Ds, 4, do you ever look back and say, damn, I played in the wrong era?
You know what? A lot of people tell me that, you know what I'm saying, I was born too early. But you know what, man, you know, it is what it is, man, you know, and I was blessed to play in a great era, too, as well, you know, and these young guys right now, the only difference now is the game's probably a little bit more faster, and they make them a lot more money.
That part.
That part.
Recently, I talked to Brandon Miller during his draft process, and he shared with me that Paul George was his GOAT in comparison to everybody talks about the Michael LeBron comparisons. Do you think that we've gotten to the point where people just think that it has to be Michael, it has to be LeBron, nothing else, like it has to be Burger King, it has to be McDonald's, but nobody can like Wendy's?
Well, that's the narrative the media creates, and we buy into it. It seeps into us. We soak it in, digest it daily, and so that becomes a part of our thought process and our daily conversation. So, with that being said, though, it's a lot of fans out here believe a lot of the players are their favorite players. It's not Michael Jordan. It's not LeBron. It's somebody else. It could be Shawn Marion. It could be Tim Duncan. Whoever. It's plenty of guys that play this game that people are like diehard fans of, and if they choose to be that's their GOAT, that's what it is.
Derek Coleman looked at George Gervin as his GOAT. That's why he wore number 44. You know, you look at the movie Brown Sugar, they ask the question, what made you fall in love with hip-hop? I take that and I raise you this. What or who made you fall in love with the game of basketball?
So my favorite player was Reggie Miller coming up. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, Jordan, and I love the Bulls, of course, you know what I'm saying? But Reggie Miller was the reason I won 31. You know, so like, you know, we had this talk doing USA basketball team, and we was just talking about it, and but he knows that. I've said that adamantly, but you know, even though I didn't try to pat my game after or anything, I just love the way he played and the way he approached the game, and it's not saying I didn't love everybody else, but you know, I ain't never say he's my GOAT, but it's one of my favorite players of all time. So like, you know, it just depends on what your mindset is and what's your focus and what you navigate to.
So I learned something. I didn't know that Reggie was your favorite player, and that's why you were 31. But I take that, and I'm thinking, was it that you guys' jumper and your form was different, or people just think it has to be one way?
You know what? It wasn't different because don't nobody shoot the same. That's the case. So you know, who actually came up with the picture perfect form, and what is that though? Technically, it's somebody's opinion. It's everybody's opinion. As long as it goes in, that's all that matters.
Was Amare Stoudemire ahead of his time?
I would say no. I would say he played center, power forward, but he was what you call a dominant power forward at the time. You know what I'm saying? I think he played above the rim, ended up developing the 17, 18-foot jump shot, and but like he used to dunk on people. That's what he did, you know, and that's what power forwards was known as, playing powerful. So, no, I wouldn't say that, no, because the game is totally different, you know, and now when you look at, like you said, 3D guys, you got guys that are doing everything on the floor, you know, typically ain't many power forwards able to put the ball on the floor like that and do anything with that. So, and you know, it's only been, if you go down history right now, it ain't been that. If you really look down history, how many bigs actually been versatile enough to handle the ball? Shaq was one of the few, because he actually could handle the ball. But a lot of bigs couldn't handle the ball. As you think about that concept and the history of the game, no, I don't think so. I think he was perfectly.
You were on that 2011 Dallas Mavericks team, correct?
Yes, I was. I think, wasn't I? You sure?
You won a championship.
Sure?
Yes.
Positive? Okay.
So tell me something. Learn me something, as my late grandmother would say. Did you guys take it personally that people favored the Miami Heat so much in that series?
No, it wasn't personal. We knew what we was capable of doing. That's the problem, though. Like, everybody got to make predictions. Every year, teams got to make predictions. Like this year, a lot of teams didn't pick Denver to win it. You know, I mean, I'm guilty of that. I ain't picked Denver to win it, not after when the playoffs first started. No, after the first round, I said yes. You know what I'm saying? After the first round, I seen what they did the first round. I was like, and I looked at the lay of the land. And I seen what the matchups were, and I seen the X and O's. I was like, yeah, they're gonna win. It's theirs to lose. You know, and you know, and they showed it. They won that very very convincingly this year. And it's the reason why they play team basketball. You know, a lot of teams just focus on playing pick and roll ISO, and that's it. They play post up. They move the ball in perimeter. They can beat you from jumpers on twos, or they can beat you from and even up with you from threes. And they got a versatile team, man. And you got to take your hat off to the way they was able to win the championship this year.
I really feel like your team had just a lot of versatile players in and of itself. Jason Kidd, who could shift in between the 1 and the 2 position. Deshaun Stevenson, who could lock up your favorite perimeter guy. You, who could shoot a jumper. And, of course, it was built around Dirk Nowitzki. What, in your mind, set you apart in that Western Conference that year? And do you think you guys kind of started out slow or were right on time when it came playoff time that year?
So you know what? Every team has this up and down during the season because the season is so long. But we hit a stretch where we started escalating. And when we got to the postseason, we knew what our ultimate goal was. And it's the reason why I go back and I replay this a lot of times, because people say this and that. You know, every player on the team, whether you're playing or not, contributes to winning a championship. And it's not just one person doing it all. And like you ain't one person beating the whole team. I'm sorry, this is not. But you have guys that step up to the occasion, and one of the things that we did, we always challenge each other. We rose to every occasion, and every obstacle that's in front of us, we rose to that challenge, and we knew we was the best team out there on the floor, and we just had to go out there and do it, and it was just that simple. Because Jason Terry, you don't get a championship tattoo on your arm in preseason, not knowing it and feeling that this team is capable of doing it. You got to really believe that your team is really capable of doing it, just to get a tattoo on your damn arm. Like, come on, like if that don't say and tell you the mindset of what we had and what we knew we was capable of doing, I don't know who the hell to talk to. And a lot of times, though, most people don't understand the concepts and the narratives of the game. Y'all just believe you got to pick a favorite. So whether you want to believe or not, just because a team had 3 current All-Stars, and that was the hip hop. That's the norm. You got 3 current All-Stars, but you got 5 All-Stars on our team. Whether we're current or not, we still got All-Star pedigree. So we know how to rise to the occasion, and that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. You were teammates with Dwyane Wade in Miami, correct?
Yes.
You were teammates with LeBron in Cleveland.
Yes.
I've often heard people discuss just similarities of winners, maybe the over-obsession. Like you looked at Ray Allen, who bloused his jersey a certain way. He just was very particular. When you looked at Wade and when you looked at LeBron, how particular were they in their routine and their regimens?
I think everybody has a routine and regimen. Regardless, I got a hell of a winning record myself. So I love those guys. And everybody has their own set routine. Once you become a professional, you have to do certain things a certain way, especially if you want to be successful in this league and do it over a long period of time. So as you look at LeBron, D Wade, or whoever, Dirk, myself, J Kidd, some of my players I played with throughout my history, everybody has a set routine. So whether it works for you or don't, some people's changed up, predicated on hot streaks or if they're shooting well or not or whatever. Maybe it's ways that people change or fatigue. Even me, everybody has special eating habits. What you want to eat before the game, and what time you want to take a nap. All these things are part of routines that you do, and it's a set stone routine. I did it for almost 20 years. So
what's your pregame meal routine?
So it was so it changed from predicated on the city I was in because they ain't have the same thing. So with that being said, though, usually it was a teriyaki chicken bowl from Yoshi's in Phoenix early in my career. When I left there, Miami, it was what was my pregame meal in Miami when I was in Miami? I'm trying to think because some teams actually had meals too and had chefs there, so we were able to eat and take meals with us. But it's just very fair. I know when I finished, though, one of my pregame meals was a chicken pot pie for lunch, and that was it pretty much, and then take a nap.
Couple more questions. You've been adamant, if I'm not mistaken, that you believe that you deserve to be a Hall of Famer.
Everybody has been saying that to me, though. Do I not?
I think you do, but deserve to be one.
Okay, so why are we talking about it then?
Because sometimes I think people get used to seeing greatness, and it's like it's normal. And I feel like there are guys that deserve to be in it, like yourself, like Stephon Marbury and others, because it's not just NBA. It's high school, it's college, it's impact. From your perspective, I guess, why do you think that people maybe look down on that, or people don't totally give you your flowers that you deserve?
Scoot, man, everybody has we all get jaded in some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of stuff. I've been exposed to so many different things. I know how things are created. I know how things are pushed. The narratives are pushed regardless if you like me or don't like me, and the lanes that everybody maneuver in. I know how that works. I'm an owner now. I own 3 professional teams now. I know how to navigate, and we can put an image out there or put whatever we want out there in somebody's thought process in the head. But like, you know, I am truly blessed, man. You know, I can honestly say I'm at peace, man. Whether I know what I did in this game, I know what I brought to this game. You know, we watching a big portion. We were watching what the game is today. I had a big staple in that. And if you don't know anything about the game, that's your problem. I can't educate you on whether you know the game or not. But at the end of the day, whether I'm a fan favorite or not, or media favorite or not, it is what it is, man. It's part of the lanes we move in, and you know. But at the end of the day, man, I am who I am, and I'm truly blessed. I'm happy I get to be around these guys, these legends here, man, that actually paved the way for me to be sitting here talking to you. So like, that's why I'm here. We've got to pay homage to these guys because we ain't getting no younger, you know. And as I sit back here and as the days go by, somebody's leaving us on a daily basis, it seems like. So we got to pay homage to these guys that paved the way for us, and this is what we did.
Last question. You've had the opportunity to play with some great point guards, Hall of Fame point guards. When you played, which point guard between Nash and Kidd was it easier at first to adjust when you played? Was it easier to adjust with Nash? Was it easier to adjust with Kidd at first? And what did it take to make sure that connection was A1 like it was?
When you're a team first guy, it's easier to adjust to anything. And J. Kidd, I came in with J. Kidd my first 2 years in the league, and he took me under his wing. I was the only rookie on the team, and he was a seasoned vet at the time, all-star and stuff. And they made my transition so much easier for me, and I just flowed right in. And I knew how to train and mentally prepare for myself to get ready for the season, and all this stuff. They helped me adjust to that, you know what I'm saying? And just gave me the confidence to want to be there and know I deserved to and earn to be there and deserve to be there. I didn't get nothing handed to me. I got it out the gutter. So I grinded every step away to get to the league. So when I say I'm truly grateful and blessed just to be able to do the things I did, like, listen, the foundation was laid for me. All I had to do was follow the footprint. And, you know, Steve Nash and J.K. are 2 different type of players. So the adjustment came pretty easy for me because I can play with anybody, really. So, like, you know, I can go get it off myself or they can feed me. I guess that was one of my best attributes. I can get 20 without getting play called for me. So it is what it is, but it's nice to have the ball, you know, get plays called for you so you can get maybe 35, 40, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I just adapted and adjusted to every team, every situation I was in. That's what made me who I was in the Matrix. That's what it was.
That's it. That's all I got.
No doubt, man, no doubt.
Appreciate you.